Welcome. Happy New Year. It is another episode in the brand new year of What's the Word Wednesday, where we do our very best, ladies and gentlemen, try to motivate you, encourage you, inspire you, lift you up, and give you some practical everyday nuggets that you can use for your business. We are back like we ain't been nowhere. It's a new year. I am Eric Clifton, one of your amazing directors with this awesome opportunity. And I have co-host with me. I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself.
Y'all already know who it is. For those who don't, it's Daryl Two Jackets Jenkins in the building.
Two Jackets in the building. So look, Mr. Lillard had an emergency situation just like I did on the last episode. So we, prayers out to Mr. Lillard. Now we need somebody to give the announcements. Mr. Two Jackets Jenkins, you the man with the plan. Go ahead and drop some announcements on the folks for this bright evening.
Man, let's see what we got right here tonight in about an hour, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our stand-in Wednesday night private business reception here. Guys, get all of your prospects on, lock it out, right? Make sure that you get all of your folks on, get them in front of the information so they can make an informative and educated decision about partnering with us. Every first and third Monday, of course, this Monday just passed was our first Monday in January. No Travel Talks Live because it was the holiday, but you can guarantee the third Monday and first and third going forward, you can definitely catch Platinum Travel Talks live with your ambassador panel, master ambassadors, and special guests from our industry partners. Let's see what game plan call. Y'all know every Sunday, Mr. Preston Scott does an amazing job of dropping those gems, helping you to build your business from a network marketing standpoint that is comprehensive, right? You can dissect his information and you can then move efficiently in your business. Guys, again, it's 2024, first month of the year, out of the gate. Let's get into it.
Look, we can't forget about Two Jackets where you get to shine is that convention. Get your convention tickets.
Absolutely.
Get your convention tickets. They are on sale right now. Don't ask me how much they cost. Log into your back office. It'll tell you right there, down to the penny, how much it's going to cost for you to make it to this amazing convention. Mr. Jenkins, let's give a couple of shout outs real quick. We got some people watching us live on YouTube. Shout out to you watching us on YouTube. We got some people watching us live in the Platinum Network. I can see, and if you can see some names that I missed, go ahead and shout them out. What's up, Miss Fonseca? Happy New Year to all of you. I see Ronique. A couple times. She on there twice? How that work?
Ron K.
Oh, when I'm saying Ron K. Look, I done messed it all. I keep messing. I got the hearing aid. It's time
no worries, I got you. We got Miss Reese Johnson. I see Shauna Marsh. Good evening to you. I see Miss Yogi is in the building. Welcome, Yogi. I got B on here. Belinda Irby is in the building. Des, the Reverend Dr. Story is in the building. Come on in, guys. Tag your business partners, guys. Tag your business partners. You don't want them to miss the first What's the Word Wednesday of the brand new year. Let's get them started right.
Let's get it started. So listen, tonight's topic, ladies and gentlemen, beginning of the year, we're not going to be talking about no New Year's resolutions and none of that stuff because most people don't keep those things anyway. We're going to be talking about getting outside of your comfort zone, right? That's what we got to do right now. We got to step outside of our comfort zone. See, last year, whatever you made as much money as you're going to make inside of your comfort zone. All the new money, all the new levels, all of the new things that we are looking for on the other side of the comfort zone. And there's some reasons why people like to sit back and soak in the comfort zone. So we're gonna dissect the comfort zone, and then we're gonna give you some things to help you get over the hurdle, get off the couch, right? Turn the TV off. Mr. Jenkins, go ahead and jump on in. Some things to help people get out of this comfort zone. Stretching yourself is going to be required in this phase of getting outside of your comfort zone.
You know what? Yeah, that's a real good topic. And I think that a lot of times people stay in safe spaces because they fear being uncomfortable, right? Remember, not wanting to fail at something. We didn't attempt it because we didn't want to look foolish to other people. So we played it safe. We stayed in that box, right? I often tell people in order for you to get to the next level, you're going to have to become uncomfortable. It has to be a very uncomfortable situation and space for you to make you move into the next space. And each level in life, in your business, should challenge you. I remember I started a job, and this lady taught me one thing. She said, this job is not meant to be forever, but everything you learn will be to teach you to move to your next job. And I thought about that with every job that I went to, every skill that I learned, it propelled me for the next level of elevation. And that's the same thing in this business. If you stay at one level, you continue to play safe, you don't take risk, because great leaders take risk. If you don't take a risk, you will never be able to truly decide, or you can't position yourself to maximize an opportunity. So you definitely got to get out of your comfort zone.
That's they say great minds think alike, right? And you didn't even know what the 3 points were that I had already put into the system for us to talk about, and you already jumped on one of them already. Embrace uncomfortable conversations, right? This is one of the things that will help you guys get outside of your comfort zone. One of the notes I took from embracing uncomfortable conversations: challenge yourself to initiate conversations with your prospects or leads that you might have initially hesitated to approach. Those people that you kind of scared to talk about this little travel business with. Some of those people that you might be that might be influential in other areas that you aren't comfortable with because you can't speak that particular lingo. But we're saying, I'm suggesting, challenge yourself to have some of those uncomfortable conversations or embrace them, because you'd be surprised. You never know what season a person is in their life, right? And you offer this, you go ahead and step outside of your comfort zone and you offer this cup of water to someone who you think owns a whole water fountain. And you'd be surprised. Their water fountain been broke for a year and they thirsty. You'd be surprised.
You know what? As I thought about that, having an uncomfortable conversation. I remember having a conversation with somebody about them being fearful of speaking to a shark, that somebody they thought to be a high profile type of individual. What they didn't realize is that these high profile individuals also have some normalcy in their lives. So when you can identify how this business and what we offer, breaking it down to them in a simple form, everything doesn't have to be at a high profile level. It's a simple conversation piece. Does the person like to travel? Oh, Mr. Clifton, I see you travel often. How do you normally book that travel? So you go to one of those .coms online. Well, what if I could show you how to put that? So again, the conversation is real simple. It doesn't matter the person that you're approaching. It matters that you're skilled enough to be able to paint a picture for them that makes them see the value in what it is that you're offering. And that very uncomfortable conversation becomes extremely comfortable, because now that profile that they had now is lower and they're down to your level, making the conversation even more comfortable.
Mr. Jenkins, learn to handle objections and rejection positivity, right? Basically taking positive notes away from these objections, right? Using them as opportunities to grow, like you were saying. Even if a person told you, no, I don't want you to book my trip, right? That's an objection. They're not saying no to you, right? They're saying no for a million other reasons. Has nothing to do with you. You got to learn from that, but you got to embrace it.
And I think that the key to that, though, is understanding that their response should never have any emotional effect on you. You have to remove your emotion. And I think as a human, we're already emotionally wired. So the first response we get, and it feels like rejection, we're instantly in our feelings and we don't want to do it no more. We give up. right? It's too hard. Nobody wants to start a stupid travel business. So we give up because we're hardwired to our emotion. But the moment you let that go and realize that, okay, you know what? Mr. Clifton told me no, I'm gonna put them on my list of no's, because you got to go through the no's to get to the yeses. I want you to tell me no, because that way I know who I'm not wasting my time with. But I'll reach back out to you in 90 days because your situation may very much change. So it may be no today, but it may not be no tomorrow. You never know. It may not be no for a year. I remember having somebody who was not interested, and they watched and watched and watched. And again, people look at longevity. They look at consistency. They look at successes. And so they watch all of the things that are displayed on my page, all the stuff that I talk about, and they sort of value in the stuff that I share. And now they're like, you know what? I think I'm finally ready. I'm interested in what it is that you're doing. Can I hear more? Of course you can.
Of course you
can. I thought you never asked.
I thought you never asked. That's the reason why we have to take the initiative. That's the uncomfortable part, taking the initiative. There's a group of people over there. They're just standing around mixing and mingling, and you way over here. Take the initiative. Go on over there, and listen. You can feel free to steal my line, right? I look at people, if I don't, when I decide to take the initiative, I'll say, listen, you look like you need a vacation.
I don't know if that's insulting or not.
Listen, every time I say to somebody they look like they need a vacation, the first thing they do is freaking laugh. Almost every time.
Because they don't know if you're insulting them or not. Like, do I look tired? Like, do I look fatigued? Like, what do you look like vacation?
Sometimes they might even respond saying, I just came back on one. I need another one. You daggone right. But for the most part, you're usually always right. Now, I'm not gonna walk up to the person that's smiling like the Joker, saying you look like you need a vacation. I might say I might hit them with, look, you what the heck you so happy for? I need to right. But outside of that, step outside of that box, right? This year, doing something different. That's what we gotta do. We gotta do something different. Matter of fact, that leads to the next one. Expand your network. This is stepping outside of your comfort zone, right? So many times we get into these new business partners, Darryl, and they say, I don't know nobody. Well, you grown, right? That last I checked, we're in the people business. Not knowing anybody that's an excuse. I don't know nobody. I don't do this and I don't do that. You know what I told my personal trainer the first day I had to work out with him last year, Darryl? I said, man, I don't do the whatever it was he was trying to get me to do. Yeah. And his response was, that's the reason why you're out of shape. I had to take some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the elliptical. I don't do the treadmill. I don't do the. Yeah, I bet. Step outside of your comfort zone. Expand your network. Start looking for people that think like you or think like you want to think. This year, start looking for networking events to attend, right? Seminars, online forums, meeting people. Put yourself in these different situations where you end up meeting people in different walks of life, so that you don't find yourself being one of the ones saying, man, that travel thing saturated, man. Everybody already doing it. Or don't nobody want to do that travel thing around here, man. Don't nobody got 200. What? Where your circle at? we need to make some adjustments, right? And it's no shade on nobody. If your immediate circle don't have liquid cash 200, if your immediate circle doesn't think this is a amazing opportunity, I'm not hating on your immediate circle. Find another circle in conjunction with your immediate circle on purpose.
You know what, E? I remember when people would say, I don't have any friends. And I used to be like that. The first thing I do is I go straight to their Facebook page. And I say, but I see you have 1,700 friends on Facebook. What do you mean you don't have no friends? When I started this business, I looked at my own self. I'm not the social butterfly. I didn't, Mr. Scott tell you got to have, XYZ thousands of friends. And I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. But what I did do is I said, if I could get a percentage of these people to be interested in what I'm doing, I'll be in a good space. But I just was sharing a story that people saw what I was doing and they knew me from, other walks of life, whether they work with me directly or they was a part of a program that I managed. But what they were able to see is that I took a risk, embedded on myself, created a space where I found some success, and I was sharing all of those things coupled with longevity and consistency. And they said, you know what? I trust you, I'm going to do it because I see it. So sometimes, people watch what you do. They watch how long you're doing it. They watch how serious you are about it. And then they decide to partner with you because they don't partner with the business. They partner with the person. So, expanding your network could be real easy if you're allowing yourself to be able to grow and fully take on what it is that you're a part of. You mentioned something about, mixers, right? There's networking opportunities. There are network mixers. There's little pop-up shops, perfect opportunities for you to just hand out business cards. You could even set up a table and grab contact information, right? Create some little forms, exchange business cards, collect their information, enter them into a drawing, right? There's a number of different ways for you to be able to expand your network, but you got to get creative. You could probably even go right to Google right now and say the top 5 ways to expand your network, and it'll give you what you could do. Problem is, they don't want to do the work. We don't want to research.
One of the things that I think will help people in doing what we're talking about right now is actually the next thing that I'm recommending you guys do to help you get outside of your comfort zone, and that is to invest in continuous learning. And Two Jackets, you was just kind of touching on that knowledge portion, right? You guys need to now this year start investing in learning about this opportunity and learning about the industry that you're in, right? It's kind of twofold, right? We're network marketing professionals in this travel space. One thing that I take a low grade. Mr. Scott was talking about grading yourself, right? I'm giving myself a low grade. I don't even know if it was on the list, but I'm adding it. Product knowledge, right? There's a thing called product knowledge, and I call myself, I love marketing, been in sales forever, and really, I have been comfortable with the way that this system is set up. This is the first time in my business space ever, in 20-something years, where I have this little product knowledge about what it is I'm offering outside of, and it's kind of tricky because it's twofold. I'm offering you this amazing opportunity that I know a ton about, which is in the network marketing space, but the actual product, I don't know enough. And it doesn't mean that I need to be booking 1 million trips like Two Jackets is doing, but I should be efficient enough and have enough basic level product knowledge in what we're doing so that people comfortably want to do business with you or me, right? No different than you expect the same thing from I don't care if it was a greeter at the front door of a restaurant. They don't. I expect them to know a certain level of stuff. They're not back there cooking. You ain't got to be the chef, but daggone it, if you can't tell me what type of food I can get out of here and point me in the right direction at that position, we got a problem. You don't have enough product knowledge, and I'm taking that when I'm at like a D plus Two Jackets on product knowledge, and I've been comfortable with that. See, but I'm putting it out there. We're stepping outside of the comfort zone, right? There are tons of things that we could be learning right now and sharpening our tools on so that we can get to the next level that we're looking to get to. What you think about that?
So, now I got to put on my master ambassador cap, right? And I got to tell you that because I took 6 to 8 months to fully engulf in learning the product, to understand nuances in travel. It helped me to be able to educate people about the opportunity. It also helped me to be able to transition potential or first-time clients into business partners, because after the first time you book, when you come back, I can now convert you to a business partner because you've used the service through me, and now I can tell you, how about I put you in the driver's seat and allow you to earn this commission instead of me putting it in my pocket. I would love to take it, but I would much rather you put that back into your household. How does that sound to you, Eric? And so at that point, now we're converting clients into business partners, and we're using that continuous learning because we now understand enough about the business that we can have a conversation where it sounds plausible to somebody, where they might decide that they want to become a business partner. It has happened to several people in my organization.
Yeah, I would say that it's two sides to it. I'm not suggesting that if anyone, if you're the type of person that's just, listen, you ain't touching that travel stuff with a 10-foot pole. I'm not trying to make you do that. I'm just saying
I am.
Well, listen, I'm just talking about the the stretching yourself and get out of that comfort zone. Jim Rohn speaks about always just trying to be better, right? So you could be a beast at the network marketing side, but how could you be better? I promise you could probably be better if you knew more, right?
I learned the product knowledge,
right? And some people, and I might be speaking to the people who maybe thought or think like I do, when we put ourselves in that business owner mindset, and I'm like a Donald Bradley, right? I'm operating a business. How many trips do you think Mr. Bradley books? He's focusing on building this daggone organization and yada yada yada. The difference is, I know I got to get out of that thinking, because technically I own a network marketing position, right? I have a network marketing. I'm not a owner of a network marketing company, and I'm supposed to be operating and moving differently than the person, if I want to be better, than the people who move like they own, and now they're the puppet masters of several 100,000 people and never have to book travel. You can roll that way, but at the end of the day, because you don't own PlanNet marketing, rolling like that it handicaps you in the long term, right? Because if PlanNet marketing shut down and you was busy being puppet master, and we had to go and transition, Daryl, to another, hopefully it doesn't happen, right? We had to transition to another travel spot. People would be more advantageous to follow a person that knows more about travel. You was just, you was the guy that just worried about collecting folks and not steering people or actually guiding them and giving them options.
That is, so I'm gonna speak to a couple of different points. One of them is going to be that although Donald Bradley, the CEO and founder of PlanNet Marketing, may not book his own travel, you can guarantee that he understands luxury and he knows his product well enough to know where it is he would like to visit. Case in point, he has now moved Eagle Weekend from a domestic experience to now an all-inclusive experience in Mexico at the El Dorado Casitas, where you got showers outside of your room where you could take a bath outside. Now, I don't want to see none of y'all out there, for those of y'all who are attending, but the fact that he understands the product enough to know that he sells the sexiest industry in the world, and he needs for people to be able to internalize that by being a product of the product. He needs for them to be in a space where they can experience. For most people, they never even traveled internationally until they started a business. Most didn't have passports. Most didn't have a desire or aspirations to even travel. So now that they're here, embrace it all and watch how your business is going to grow on both sides of the fence. We're not even going to limit it to just, travel, because again, like I said, people want to do what I do because they see it. They don't reach out to me to say, I want you to book all of my travel because I see you traveling. They say, how can I do what you're doing? Because you always gone.
Mm-hmm.
right? The other piece of that is going to be when you really understand the travel space, your confidence is through the roof, right? And I'm not saying you got to know every single nuance, but your posture kind of change. People often say that that their leader doesn't know anything about travel, so they can't get help. And I've heard this not inside of our organization, of course, because we got the baddest organization around. But my ear is always to the ground, and hearing these conversations, I'm getting to thinking like, so everybody's organization don't function like the Platinum Network? Like, you mean to tell me y'all ambassadors don't do what we do for our people? Like, we created a whole community for people to win, and I'm thinking that everybody does the same thing the same way, but that's not what's happening. And so people feel better about partnering with Eric, because I know that although you may not book $100,000 a year or more in travel, but you have some understanding, and what you don't know, you have a resource for me to connect to, so I still get what's needed for me to be successful. So that's why I'm a B plus. I'm a B because you're referring, you like the air traffic controller guy.
Absolutely. Now I have been able to get me a couple of I got a couple of travel commissions under my belt last year. Got a few, obviously some overrides, but I actually booked a couple of things last year. This year, your boy gonna be getting some certifications. So y'all gonna see the certifications dropping on the social media platforms, and I still don't plan on booking half of the trips when they come through, but I want them to come through, right? Again, I want that what you was just talking about. I can generate the confidence anyway, right? I think I can almost talk my way into sounding like I'm confident enough, right?
Listen, you're a salesman by nature, so you talking.
That's what I'm saying. So the difference is once you add that real competence behind, because you've actually took some time and you read some stuff and you studied some stuff. Now can't nobody tell you nothing. Because I'm still gonna be just, trying to build my team. I'm gonna be sharing the opportunity, but you can't tell me nothing when you start saying, well, how can I get it? You know what? Watch this, dog. And I would have to use other people's videos and other people's examples, but people would be like, well, what if I want to book such and such? Can I get this cheaper? Or can I do this, that, and the third? And even though I knew enough to point my new people in the right direction of where to go and book it on their own, what I didn't quite yet really have the ability to do, except for a couple of websites, was to go in and show someone on the spot. Well, right now, let me show you. Boom, 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 boom. Right now, I can show you a video. I'm a master at. I'm gonna steal some content for you to get it. But I couldn't say, look, we going to Vax. I don't even know how to log in my Vax right now. Again, D+. I graded myself, but I got it. But I can't take someone to Vax and say, boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna give you the video training on how to do it. This year, that's out the window. And if for nothing else, just for me, right? For that next level of learning, because it's each one teach one. I need to be able to teach someone else these things as we go on.
Absolutely. I like the sound of that. I like hearing you say that you're taking charge and you're going to learn and develop in the product knowledge realm.
I know I got a person like you to be able to hold me accountable, so I ain't just, I ain't want to be just selling no wolf tickets. I love that about this amazing team that we have. We hold our leaders accountable, the ones that want to be held accountable. We ain't slave masters, but people will pull your card, slide in your inbox in a second. So we definitely on that. What's the next thing on this list? Look at this one. We touched on this one too. This will help you get outside of your comfort zone intentionally. You need to diversify your marketing strategies. I always tell people you should always be doing more than one form of marketing, right? And the one form of marketing, word of mouth, that's the given. So that one don't even count, right? So you should have another 2 forms of marketing going along with your word of mouth marketing. You need to diversify your marketing strategies. Whatever you've been doing for the last year, if it wasn't working, come on now. If you've been doing something, because shout out to some of y'all that's killing it right now. If you've been doing something that has been working, I'm saying to you too, diversify your marketing strategies. So if you have an actual strategy, Daryl, that's actually working, you can now implement that strategy on multiple platforms and different uh, areas. Two Jackson was talking about pop-up shops, but you definitely should be taking advantage of social media. Obviously, can I get a witness?
Absolutely. Social media is the freest form of advertising, and everybody, for the most part, at least 90% of the people are on social media at some point within their 24-hour day. So why not utilize it and figure out, get real good at mastering it so you understand, how to use it to your advantage to grow. We're talking about diversifying your marketing strategies. I mean, again, you are the king of marketing. You got car magnets, you got signs, you got T-shirts, you got. I think I saw one of those banners on the airplane flying around your house that says "Get paid to book travel." When I saw that Southwest flight taking off, no, just kidding. But even this year, I was having a conversation. It might have been today about including or adding email marketing, because a lot of your friends and family they don't have certain components. So you may be sending them direct messages on social media, and they may not have their notifications on, or they may not have the messenger app on their phones, so they can only look at it when they're on a laptop. So diversifying your marketing strategies. I just implemented last year, probably midway, starting to use email marketing campaigns, which also has the SMS text ability. So looking at doing something differently to be able to grow in your business. As a business owner, you always got to reinvent the wheel. You got to go back to the drawing board and think about what can you add differently this year, or what can you implement that could potentially change the way your business is moving. And sometimes we don't think like that. We think like, I don't want to invest $40 a month on an email marketing campaign. But what if you got over 500 clients and you're sending regular email campaigns, drip campaigns, and out of those 400 or 500 clients that you got, you get 40 of them to join you on a cruise, and it then booked you out. Now you done earn $8,000 for a $40 investment. I think that's a pretty decent return on your investment, if I don't say so myself.
Absolutely. You got to be willing to. But even before doing that, you got to be willing to go ahead and sit down and figure out and learn something about which one of those. Because when you start saying, obviously I know, but some people, you brand new, I don't know what CRM is, right? I don't know what you're talking about. Drip, my faucet is leaking. What are you talking about, right? So the drip campaigns and email stuff and all that extra stuff that comes along, you, ladies and gentlemen, own a business. Right? There are some systems and some tools and things of that nature that business owners should have. I mean, it's just common practice. And yep, you know what? It might cost you some extra money. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to make the uncomfortable decision of deciding mentally whether or not you're committed to this opportunity. Mr. Jenkins, when you're committed to this opportunity, the cost for certain things become the goal, right? Not the excuse why I can't do something, right? The cost for, like when you said something gonna cost me $40 a month. I just signed up for a new email thing that's $39 a month. It's $39 a month. I already had this other one, but this one now is gonna cost me $39. My thought process is not on, okay, this is another daggone bill. Yeah, I can write it off of my taxes, but why not think about, okay, well, how can I carve off $40 a month? Where let me see where I'm wasting 40 at so that I can invest in my business. Oh, I don't really watch Hulu. Let me cut that off. I don't really need Amazon such and such or whatever it is y'all be watching, Tubi, some of the other platforms and things that we're spending $30, $40 a month on. But some of these automated systems that will help you run your business. Think of them as, even though you might not have actual employees right now, but some of these systems could be like your employees, your automatic email responding person. That's what department would that be, Daryl?
That's a part of your customer service department.
Customer service. Look at that.
Part of your customer service.
You got the customers that you telling me you got a daggone travel business and you too cheap to pay for customer service? And these platforms, ladies and gentlemen, have the ability to automate it. So now your customer service looks even better. How nice would it be when your clients get the email automatically saying Happy New Year? You ain't had to remember to send it to your 30, 40 clients. They automatically got the Happy New Year. Or they automatically got the reminder of the spring break is coming up. You should start planning, or whenever. I don't even know what. Say I got shopping. That's why I'm a D plus, because I don't even know when right now. I should probably start planning and promoting for the spring break. I'm gonna do it now, but Two Jackets probably already got stuff on the books from spring break last year. See, I'm behind the 8 ball, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm saying is we got to jump into this thing. If you're already doing it, I'm saying 10x it then. Those of you who are already doing it. But 80% of the people not doing it according to statistics. So if you're not doing it, ladies and gentlemen, we're recommending that you this year start doing it. ASAP, Rocky. What you got, Two Jack?
Listen, I think you can kind of hit the nail on the head with that one, because I think positioning yourself in any business is critical. And I think that we don't think about investing in ourselves, spending the money to make the money. I remember having a conversation telling telling some people that I don't mind what I spend. I remember the first time I did an email marketing campaign tool, I thought it was the most complex thing, and I stopped using it for about 3 years. And then I found something else that was a little bit more easier, and then it offered a little more automation. And now I have an opportunity to create individual campaigns for my business partners. I done broke it up into inactives and actives, and I got personal sponsors, and then I got my travel clients. I got, this 500. So whatever email marketing campaign I want to create, if I want to send a message, I can click on all of these different, email lists, and all 2,000 people in there could get it. Or I could segment it. I want to just do this business. I want to do all my reps. I want to do my ITAs. I can segment it however I want to, but I can manage my business the way I see fit. And I think that as a CEO of your own business, everybody got to start writing out. This is the perfect time because it's the beginning of the year. Start writing it out and decide how you want to formulate your business, right? Where do you want to go this year? I talk a lot about forecasting your business. There's traditional business owners who always go to the drawing board and they always look at how much money they made last year. And then what do they want to make? What's that increase for the following year? And then what does the work look like? How do they quantify the work that they need to make that type of money? Most of us won't do the work required to get us to that point because we're too busy, distracted by social media or reality TV and things that don't produce income. When in fact, we should be spending a lot more time trying to figure out how to get ourselves to the next level. Not how can Eric get me to the next level. What do I want out of my business? Preston don't got to call Daryl and say, you're going to get the 3-star? Because he already knows it's on my radar. Imani ain't got to call and say, you book us some travel, Daryl? Because it's on my radar. Nobody should be responsible and breathing down your back for your business. So show up for yourself, invest in yourself, and make some money moves.
I love it. Hey, look, I said I need to make an eyeglasses appointment. I'm blind, and this little phone print. Do we got Yolanda Adams on the team? That's Yolanda Adams.
It says Yolanda, not Yolanda. Like
man, from where I'm looking, it look like it say Yolanda Adams. Shout out to Queen Yolanda Adams. Well, she can sing. Who signed up Yolanda Adams?
Yolanda, who your sponsor? Yolanda, who your sponsor?
She said it's me.
It's me. Cheryl Campbell. So she ain't your organization. I don't even know.
Oh my goodness. And look, in grading in the grades,
Oh,
right?
she said Bruce.
I'm gonna have to give myself a C in recognizing new people on my team. You tell me Yolanda Adams on my team, and I ain't know.
No, she said Bruce Bailey signed her up.
Oh, okay. Don't get me in trouble. Look. Two Jack, speak on this one right here. I love this right here. When I lost all my excuses, I found my results.
You know what, E? That's powerful. I tell people, this wasn't my first travel opportunity. And I remember being in the first project where I met you gentlemen. And I had every excuse to not be at a meeting, to not be on a call, to not join a webinar, to not do a training. And what I decided was, when we transitioned over here, I had to do something different. And when I decided to do something different, I found the desired results. I started going to the meetings. I'm at every event I'm supposed to be at, or all those that I can at any rate, on both sides of the opportunity, right? I'm not segmenting one because I have a heavier concentration on one side than the other. I work both sides of the business, a true hybrid for sure. And I get money maximizing all 7, 8 streams of income that's afforded to us in this opportunity as a result. And so I've watched my income grow year over year being here. And so for me, I found those results.
I love it. I love it. When I lost all my excuses, I found my result. I like to pride myself as being someone who typically doesn't have an excuse. Like you're not going to hear me give you a bunch of excuses. It's like there's a gray line between, in some cases, really, depending on how you present it, between the excuse and the reason, right? So there are a list of reasons why certain results haven't been found or obtained. There's a separate list that I would have to indulge in of excuses that to appease myself, right? The same way, like I can say, well, you know what? I don't have a 6-pack. There's a reason for it. There's a lack of exercise, but I have zero excuse for why it hasn't been getting done. Getting your results outside of the excuses, I believe, just going to require some sacrifice. It's going to require, and that sacrifice simultaneously is losing the daggone excuse or the thing that might be the reason why. Getting around it, because there's always going to be a reason why. There was 5 reasons why me and Mr. Jenkins shouldn't have been on this Zoom tonight, and we should have canceled it. And if we didn't have the Zoom tonight, there would have been a great excuse for it, I guess, if we wanted to give someone one. But we're looking for results this year. We're fighting through the mess. We're fighting through the traffic. We're fighting through the tiredness. We're fighting through the pain. Two Jackets said he was on like 19 Zooms just before we got onto this thing, right? I literally just walked into the door from karate practice just minutes before having to get on this and present and provide some information that we hope is valuable to you guys, because we're looking for some results. We're eliminating all excuses moving forward. I think this brief training was fitting, starting the year off, getting outside of the comfort zone. Go ahead, what you got for your closing remarks, too, Jack? We're not gonna keep y'all long.
Listen, when you offer excuses, who's really benefiting? Most of you gave yourself an excuse to get started in the business. You got started in the business, and now you're giving excuses for why you can't produce. So where is the compromise in the situation? Because excuses are what you tell yourself to make you feel like everything is okay. Right? You got to justify the excuses to yourself. A wise man told me your excuses don't excuse you. As a business owner, you got to show up for your business. If you own a traditional travel agency in the downtown area of wherever you reside, would you not have to go turn that key in the door every single day, whether a person came in that building or not? Would you not have to go and offer somebody an opportunity? I think sometimes we often talk ourselves out of success because we're making the excuses for why we don't want to do the work. And sometimes if you plan your work, it doesn't really feel like work. Less excuses, more productivity as we go through 2024.
I love it. I love it. Listen, y'all show some love in this little chat box for Two Jackets on here. He be dropping some major nuggets. And y'all wait till I hook up all my little gadgets. I ain't had my gadgets connected lately. But we can make all the different noises and drop some of them bombs and all this other stuff. Two Jackets be showing up. But listen, we try to do our best, as I said, to give you some practical stuff. We see the vision. Those of us like Mr. Scott, Mr. Lillard, and some of the others who've been around industries like this for as long as we've been, regardless of your position today, doesn't matter. Regardless of the position you didn't hit that you wanted to hit last year, this is fertile ground, and this is the right time to be in this business. And I don't care what excuse you have for how your day is set up. Right? Doesn't matter how busy you are. All of those things really wind up becoming the excuses because this thing can be done in a variety of different ways. You just have to commit to wanting to get it done, right? Like that song say, "I don't matter how you get there, get there. Get there if you can. You can get there railway, airplane, caravan, thumbing, however you got to get there, get there." Right? We eliminating the excuses. We're getting there. The reason most people aren't getting to some of these destinations is because you're not committed to getting there. You're not committed to getting there. And then when we had those halfway point conversations with you guys, as leaders, we can tell. We can tell what you're thinking based on what comes out of your mouth during the conversation. These are facts. And so when we're having the conversations, Mr. Jenkins can tell that you're not thinking about one star, right? Right? That destination for one star because you're focused on hurdles. Those hurdles being those excuses. My kids, my job, my neck and my back. I'm speaking literally for me right now. I got this pinched nerve. My kids laughing at me for the last 2 weeks because I've been smelling like what's that? Not being gay. What's the other one? Icy hot.
Tiger bomb, icy hot.
I smell like that old dude. Excuses out the door. That's been my excuse for working out. That's been my excuse for a whole bunch of crap. To myself, but I ain't telling y'all that. But when we lose them excuses, watch how I look at the end of the year. Y'all heard me say it at the beginning of the year. When we lose them excuses, I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually, the whole nine. When we lose those excuses and we're committing to the goal at hand. My last point for you guys, write your goals down. Write the vision, make it plain. It's the beginning of the year. It's the beginning of the year. You should do this. Write your visions, make it plain. Put it on paper, read it. Whether you got to do a vision board, whether you got to take magic marker and write it on your wall. Ladies, whether you got to take the lipstick and write it on your mirror. What's the goal? Somebody out there been a DIT for too long. Somebody been 2020 for too long. Somebody been a silver builder for too long. What's the goal? Write it down. And then we're going to be here with y'all to talk about the next steps moving on. Who else we got? Who else we got on here with us now, Two Jacks? Let's get some more shout outs.
I see Shay Robinson just joined us. I see 3-star director, master ambassador DB. Deborah Bond is in the building.
Happy New Year.
I see. Let's see. Janetta Wells, Gail Safford. Let's see who else has joined us. Zandria is in the building.
Charles Tracy. Is that Antonio Wood Bowden? What is Wood doing watching? What's going on, sir? Shout out to you. Happy New Year. Listen, this is the time, ladies and gentlemen. And you still got a few minutes to get a few people on tonight's Zoom at 8:30. Even if you're at work right now and you're busy, because that's some of y'all's excuses. I can't get on the Zoom. I can't get on the Zoom when we get off neither. But I got some guests who have said they're gonna get on it.
I'm checking with mine now.
When I eliminate my excuses, you start finding your results, right? There is somebody on the other end of your conversation that is waiting to be blessed by what you got to say. You need to say something to them. This is the time in the year to do it. Plant those seeds. So if y'all got something out of tonight's mini training, please, show some love. Hashtag your friends. Not your friends, your business partners. They should be your friends. Tag your business partners, your friends. What do you think, Two Jackets? You like this view or the other view?
I think I like the other view.
Yeah, I think I do too. And a little bit too close in my face there. Get back to that one. So we will be right back here, ladies and gentlemen, on third Wednesdays with another topic to help you focus. We're gonna be talking about focusing, right? You're getting out your comfort zone. The next time we come back, we're gonna be talking about focusing, how to help you guys focus on some of these goals that you say you want to obtain. And I got some goals. I got some people who are attached to me, and so do you. So that means that when you get blessed, some other people instantly get blessed. And some of us are dragging our feet on getting blessed. Mr. Bradley put this amazing opportunity together and is blessing people left and right. We done. Anybody got anything they want to put in the comment section? We appreciate each and every one of you guys for your partnership, whether you're an ITA only, or you're a rep only, or you're a dual agent, or you're a secret agent. We appreciate you anyway, right? And we're going to be here, same back time. There you go. We will see you all on third Wednesday. Appreciate you all. I just like the music.